Opposition groups stopped work and blocked roads in several cities across Bolivia. They accuse President Evo Morales of undermining the country's hard-won democracy and say he's outstayed his welcome.
We want to ask you, Mr. Morales, to respect democracy, to respect the vote and our human rights.
Today we're doing this to show that we're facing a dictator, but we believe that we must continue fighting to win back the democracy that we had, and not the kind that we've got now, which is controlled and persecuted.
President Morales called the protest a homage to previous dictatorships. He says his plan to build a modern country is still not complete.
Bolivia is emerging as a new country, but Bolivia has its own model. And I'm sure that with the steps we are taking, that in 15 or 20 years, Bolivia will be an economic powerhouse in the region.
Morales organised a referendum in 2016 to allow him to stand for a fourth consecutive term in office, and lost. He said the vote was flawed by a dirty tricks campaign, and the following year it was overturned by the Constitutional Court. The opposition says Morales should respect the results of his own referendum. The president, however, leads in the opinion polls for October's elections, ahead of his main challenger, the former president Carlos Mesa. Evo, as he's commonly known, is credited with lifting tens of thousands out of poverty, of giving a voice to women, the country's large indigenous community and the poor, and of getting a fair price on international markets for Bolivia's commodities, especially natural gas.
He's the only president we've had who's built all over the country. We've received housing and we never thought we'd ever get a hospital.
Evo Morales' supporters want him to continue as president for another 5 years, which will take him to 2025, a total of 19 years in power. However, the biggest immediate challenge facing Bolivia are the fires raging in the east of the country that have destroyed 460,000 hectares of forest. The opposition there counselled its protest, and the president suspended campaigning to oversee the rescue operation. But the re-election issue, like Evo Morales himself, is one that won't go away. Daniel Schweimler, Al Jazeera.